news story for you. So let's go ahead and get into this. This is such a weird story to me. I find this whole I can't I can wait, but I'm very interested in the release of Borderlands 4. What is going on here, Bronson? You gave me a preview of this. I'm like, what? What?
Okay, so all right, they got a collector's edition, right?
Right. I understand the concept of a collector's edition.
They have a collector's edition. They have a deluxe edition. Depending on how much DLC you want, and they have like a Giga Deluxe edition. But they also have their collector's edition, which is $150.
Mm-hmm.
And it includes like a statue, a cloth map, some art prints, a vault symbol necklace, and some in-game shop code cards. Now you may notice I didn't say something. Something is missing.
There is something missing.
That is the game. It does not include the game. So that means at minimum, you will have to spend an extra $70 for the game. But because the game itself does not include their 6 DLC packs they're planning to do, which in Borderlands, those are actually important. That version, the $130 version, will have all the DLC packs in it. And then which will include all those DLC packs, which contain a new story, a Vault Hunter, a map, regions, and more loot. So if you want the full Borderlands 4 experience, with every bit of DLC, the collector's edition with the statue, the full shebang, you are looking at a grand total of $280.
So, to me, this is saying that this is a bet by Randy Pitchford and whoever else has been trapped in his mansion with him.
Or soul. Go on.
That Borderlands still swings hard. It still commands an army.
I know that latest one didn't, but sure.
So,
like Borderlands 3 did not do well, but sure.
That's what I'm thinking, right? Like okay, Fallout continues to be what it is, and people just come. They love Fallout.
Yeah.
Skyrim, whatever state that comes out in, like people are gonna come to it unless it's just absolute trash. Like that's gonna happen. There are other games that I think of that like there's an audience that is waiting to come and help this thing along. Borderlands, when was the last time Borderlands was that?
So I think there was a moment when Borderlands 2 came out where it really did feel like the biggest game of that year. I remember the Game of the Year debate when we were working at the old place was Journey versus Walking Dead versus Borderlands 2.
Right.
That was the conversation. And then it eventually boiled down to Walking Dead versus Borderlands 2. And Borderlands 2 was a fucking great game. And then it has just kind of felt like it sells well, but I don't know anyone who's into this.
I heard good things about the Telltale games.
I loved the Tales from the Borderlands, both of those.
Right.
Both of those games were thick as hell. My girlfriend and I are playing the second one, but so far it's been super funny. And the first one is probably my second favorite Telltale game.
Okay. Yeah. So, all right. That's good.
And the last time that I heard like buzz, but I don't, I'm talking about the main series games, though.
Right.
Like 1, 2, 3 pre-sequel. The last time I remember being someone into it is I was 25. And I was dating this girl who really loved the pre-sequel and was playing a lot of it on the Xbox One, and that was basically it. Like that's the last time I remember. I remember Borderlands 3, the reception being pretty bad, but apparently not, because I just looked up the sales for the franchise. Borderlands 2 did 30 million.
Okay.
Borderlands 3 did 22 million.
It was downgrade, but that's still a ridiculous amount of copies.
Still, yeah. And then the franchise as a whole has done, over 90 million. It's closing in on 100 million.
So this is actually going to be a really good test, because I find it absolutely nuts the amount of times people will buy multiple versions of The Last of Us. I find it insane.
I understand when you're getting... Okay, look, I am no stranger to buying the same game twice. But, like, I need to feel like I'm getting a tangible benefit.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, PS3 to PS4 Last of Us, like, it now ran at 60 FPS. It was full 1080. It's on PS4 now. The people who are buying Last of Us 1 on PS5, who are you people? What are you doing? It's literally not, like... I get that it's in the Last of Us 2 engine, and it's like, that's a little prettier. It looks better, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It does not look $70 better, and it does not, like... That game runs on a PS5! You can play the PS4 one!
Right. Yeah.
Like there's nothing stopping you.
So I'm sitting here looking at this.
Was not...
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. No,
I'm just sitting here, and I'm thinking, like, all right, this is a good test. Because there is a Borderlands fan base out there.
It's huge. It's apparently huge.
But like, okay, do you have the money to waste? Are you going to buy this collector's edition without a game and then buy the game separately and validate this whole thing?
And buy the game separately and all of its DLC, which if you were to max out all the DLC with the collector's edition, $280.
You guys got the money, I guess. Like, but I think this is a new push for me.
I have the money, and I don't know. Fuck off.
But that's the thing. Again, if you're a Borderlands fan, then if you have the money and you're a Borderlands fan, you're gonna get it. It's 4.
Okay, I'm gonna give you an example of me. Like, I am a Ghost of Yote fan,
sure.
Ghost of Tsushima fan. Ghost of Yote has a collector's edition. It's pretty cool. It has like a pop-up book with art from the game, some lithographs, like currency and a mask. Like, these are cool physical products. And then a deluxe edition of the game digitally. All right, this is a cool little thing. Okay, like this is actually a lot.
Right.
It's $250.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck off. Like, same thing with like I bought the collector's edition of Spider-Man 2. But I bought it 2 years later, or no, a year later on a Black Friday sale. So instead of paying $230, I ended up paying like $140.
Mm.
All right. I got that big statue and a bunch of shit for it.
Yeah.
Like it's for that quality of statue and that big, that was actually ended up being kind of a steal for me.
All right.
But like, this is madness. This is absolute.
It is. It's yeah. Yep.
That's more than half the price of a PlayStation 5.
Again, I think this is an interesting. I want to see the results of this because is Borderlands on that level? Sales numbers suggest it previously, but this is a gamble.
Yep. And I used to like that series. Like, it's gun Diablo
mm-hmm.
with kind of shitty humor.
Right. The humor that is not getting better as time goes on.
No, like Handsome Jack was funny.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to do that with other characters again and again makes me want to hang myself. So just, I don't know. I just pulled it up on Steam, and there are apparently 5 people that I know that have this on their wish list. So,
it's not
it's not $80, which everyone speculated if you just want the game.
And it could be the game sells really well, but then this collector's edition was like a bad bet.
And the DLC might be a bad bet. Like you could just get a bunch of people buying the game at 70 and then ignoring all the rest of this, or doing what I did, where like I played Borderlands 2 when it came out, and then I bought the DLC and played the DLC like 3 years later, when it was on Steam sale for like a penny.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
yeah,
there is that. Oh,
yeah, this is gonna be interesting. I don't know. I think a bunch of people have money that I don't have. Is this what I'm taking away from this?
well, no, it's either that or they just prioritize their money differently. Like,
could be. I don't know, man. I don't think there's
yeah,
this goes back to where I'm at with games right now. Where it's like I can't imagine spending this amount of money on a single game.
Oh, I could not imagine spending $280 on a single game.
Even with all the collector's edition stuff. Like, I just, nope.
Yeah, no, yeah, like, I could not imagine if I, like, if GTA 6 came out tomorrow with a collector's edition, and, like, here, you're getting 6 DLC packs, $280, I think that might be the only game that would make me consider it. And I would even then probably just buy the game, see if the game is good, and then buy the DLCs as they come out.
Right.
And ignore the collector's edition. Like, just because I've also been burned by collector's editions. This is the shady part about collector's editions. You usually can only get them via pre-order because they sell out, right? Unless the game does incredibly poorly.
Yeah.
The problem is you don't know if the game is good, so I don't want to make that risk. So, like, Last of Us 2 is a good video game. I bought the collector's edition for it because I had a lot of faith in that team. I now have a statue for Last of Us 2 that I feel kind of lukewarm about it because the game is good, but it's not a game I'm like happy to have a statue about.
Yeah.
You know? Versus like, yeah, I'm still stoked about my Halo Reach and Halo 3 statues. I'm like, yeah, those things are sick.
That was, yeah. I mean that's that's a certain time, and you want to talk about like the top tier of games over the years, man. You picked some real good collector's editions to go for.
Yeah, I also have the Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royal ones too.
Good bets.
Like I outside of Last of Us 2, I have made really good collector's edition bets. That's also to be fair, I also tried to get Breath of the Wild, just sold out everywhere immediately, or else I would have gotten that one as well.
Right. Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I was jazzed to like buy a collector's edition. I thought about Spider-Man 2, but like collector's editions are now into the 200 to 250 range. I'm just like, no, absolutely not.
And can't.
Well, like, and the thing is, like, where I am with games, like, I still love games to death. It's just that, like, I look at this, and then I also like, my house is 700 square feet.
Mm-hmm.
It's a house. It's in Reno. It is a house. I have a full yard, but like, I have a lot of space to put this shit. Like, realistically, I have room for like 1, maybe 2 more statues.
Right.
Like, so it's like, it's not even worth it from that sense unless I like want to like sell this Last of Us one.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah, it's not even worth it there. Like, it's just, and the thing is, it's just like, some people have different priorities. Some people have a lot of different money to burn. Cause like, I know people who are that big of Last of Us fans. Like, if Last of Us 3 were announced tomorrow and they had a $250 collector's edition, Day one buy for them. Day one buy for them. They don't even let.
Yeah.
And
Borderlands just may be one of those franchises. At 22 million is a crazy amount.
Well, like, I know plenty of people who doubled up on Death Stranding. So Death Stranding on the beach had a $230 collector's edition, which is out on the 26th. Then they also bought the digital deluxe edition for $70 so they could play it 3 days early.
Oh my lord!
They spent because they love Kojima and Death Stranding that much. Okay, is there a game or even a movie franchise or some franchise of some series where you would pay over $200 for a collector's edition?
Skate 4 gives me a skate deck. Stickers or shit. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Then
But like that's like usually decks are like 50 to 100. So yeah, I mean it would be skateboarding because I would actually use that most likely.
And that makes sense. That makes sense.
And then that thing breaks in like 6 months, whatever. But
I'm actually curious what's in this Death Stranding collector's edition.
if I'm looking at the Death Stranding 2 one right now.
Yeah, you get the 3-inch doll man figure, special box, art cards, a letter from Hideo Kojima,
which and
then a 15-inch Megalman statue.
Magellan Man, please.
Man, oh, sorry.
And then a bunch of in-game items, which whatever.
Magellan Man. Yeah, I'm sure those will be nice perks to get you ahead in the game.
I guess. I just
yeah, like I said, I'm very particular about collector's editions. It's been a long time since I've bought one, 5 years.
Death Stranding 2 is a very interesting one because I'm looking at Magellan Man here. It's like, I like Death Stranding. I don't know what the hell that is. I could hate it. I don't know. I can't bet on a collector's edition with Kojima.
There's people drinking the Kojima Kool-Aid.
That's fair. But man, I'm not doing that. I can't do that.
Dude, there are a lot of people I know who are all about that Kojima Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
They love it.
Yeah.
They love the Kojima Kool-Aid.
Oh, I remember Halo 3 when it was like the Master Chief helmet. It's like, that's a really cool item. That's awesome.
Yep, I have that. And to be fair, that thing was only $130.
Yeah, back when
it came with a bunch of extra stuff too.
That was crazy. That was a crazy deal too. That was fantastic. One of the Call of Duties had sold night vision goggles.
Yeah, that was Modern Warfare 2.
That's right.
Yep. That was 2009 Modern Warfare 2. Like, there are good collector's editions out there. Like, I feel they're few and far between.
Few and far between, and I feel like a lot of them are just like, all right, we got statues, and like, to be fair, the gaming demographic is getting more and more into, all right, here's shelves, we're gonna put up a bunch of statues. Like, I get it. I've never been that person, but I get it.
I love my amiibo case.
Right.
My amiibo case is sick.
Yeah.
Statues in general, they vary. My girlfriend is a big fan of in-game props.
In-game
like if you could get like an item.
Oh, okay, items.
Yeah, or like an item from the game in real life.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Yes.
So like she has and plushies. She has a whole bunch of Undertale plushies. She's also big on video game vinyl. Like, she has a bunch of video game vinyl albums.
That's a good one. That's always a good one. Yeah, no, I have a friend that
she's gotten me on that train. I mean,
if she's brought a record player into your life, you want to collect some vinyls for it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, like we are both like just like she keeps asking me like, hey, word on the Expedition 33 vinyl, and I'm like, I'm keeping an eye out. Don't worry.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I remember. I think it was Metal Gear Solid 5 had like an arm.
Yeah, it had the arm from the game.
Okay, so there's another one. If Pokemon decided, hey, here's a game, and then one of those crazy life-size plushies, depending on the price, I suppose I would consider it.
I mean, fair. I get it.
Depending on the price, depending on the Pokemon. Like, let me tell you, as I can tell in certain respects, they are running out of ideas for Pokemon. So it's like the newest generation Pokemon, here it is, and it's just like, okay. Looks like a grocery store mascot, man. I don't know. Yeah. It's okay. Well, I'm blown away by it. I don't know. After hearing $22 million for Borderlands 3, I'm just assuming that this is going to do well, and I'm going to be mind blown. I don't know.
I think the game will do well. I just don't think that the collector's edition or the like $130 with all the DLC will do well.
I could see the DLC doing well if they do it right. If the game's good enough and they, keep delivering on, essential DLC, then great.
Like, look, if the game comes out and it reviews well and it seems cool, I'll pick it up and then I'll wait for the DLCs as they come out.
Absolutely.
Like, I'm not gonna, it's just that there's so much to play that the concept of pre-ordering a DLC or a game seems insane to me.
Very much so.
Like, that seems like, and granted, I get it. There are some people who just have a limited scope of this shit, and fine,
right.
Sure,
yeah.
Like, I get it. Not everyone's out here playing Mirage Feathers and Mina the Hollower and Dispatch's demo.
Uh-huh.
But, like, yeah, I get it.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway.
Well, that's interesting. That is the news. And
news.
I don't know, that was 2 hours of show there talking about video games. How you feeling?
Yeah, you should follow. You should like.
Yes, you should follow. You should like. Check us out. We're doing podcasts. We're putting out videos. Check us out on YouTube. Like and subscribe. Enjoy. Help us out with the podcast. Help us out with the show. We really appreciate it a lot.
Yes, absolutely.
And there are more videos coming. There's more of us. So follow us where you can.
So much more of us.
So much more. You're never enough. Never enough. All right.
You will be getting an edited video this Friday or next Friday.
Yes, keep your eye out for that Mind's Eye video because it is something, man.
Not an edited video, but that is a video. You're right.
My God. All right. I think we're calling it. That's a show for today.
Oh, I thought we were gonna show off some Resident Evil. That's what I thought we were.